Come on in, pull up a chair, and take a load off, because today I'll be unboxing and taking a first look at the Starfinder deck of many worlds. So strap in, let's blast off and take a peek at a bunch of planets that'll help enhance your role-playing game goodness right after this. Howdy, 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 gang. Yes, I'm Jeff McAleer, back once again as your host here at the Gaming Gang channel. As I mentioned, today I am going to unbox and take a first look at the Starfinder deck of many planets, which is from Paizo Inc. This just came out last month, and I want to thank the fine folks over at Paizo for sending along some cool Starfinder as well as Pathfinder items for me to take a peek at. In fact, I just reviewed the first chapter of the Extinction Curse Adventure Path or 2nd edition Pathfinder on the live show, The Daily Dope. So you may want to check out that video if you're interested in my thoughts of that adventure chapter. Anyway, we're not here to talk about Pathfinder. We're here to talk about Starfinder. And, in fact, we are talking about the Starfinder deck of many worlds. As I mentioned, it is from Paizo Inc. It is created by Joe Pacini. This deck is available right now. It does carry an MSRP of $19.99. So let's jump on into the other camera here and start taking a peek at the deck. We'll take a look at the different cards as well. So I believe this is supposed to be a 100-card deck. So we see infinite worlds. Populate a galaxy with weird and wild worlds in just minutes with the Starfinder deck of many worlds. Using just a few cards chosen at random from this 100-card deck, you can generate millions of unique worlds, each with an illustration, an array of physical and cultural attributes, alien species, both friend and foe, and engaging plot hooks. Use these cards to enrich your adventures in your Starfinder role-playing game, or anywhere you want to see what wonders the universe might hold. All right, sweet. Let's open this on up. And we've got a couple of decks of cards here. And it appears we've got the little strip. There we go. Nice. We don't have to mess around with a hobby knife or anything. Let's jump on in. I will zoom in so we can get a better look at these as well. And I will kind of quickly just go through these different cards. So first of all, let's see how we have any kind of little instructional card telling us how we can utilize these. Well, maybe not. Maybe not. So, here we go. It's in the other one. Start here. So it's telling us how to actually take a look at these cards. Let's zoom on in a little bit. See what we got cooking. Plus we'll just get a nice close look at each of these cards as well. So it says this 100 world cards quickly, easily create millions of possible worlds. So says on after you make your first world, you likely won't need to reference these instructions much, leaving you free to fill entire galaxies with worlds of your own creation. On the opposite side of this card, you'll see how multiple cards combine to create a single world, while the next instruction card names each element on the world cards. Okay, so here we go. So that is a sample world. So that is what a sample world is supposed to... Oh, I get it. I see how this is going to work. So we have world card, the front, the back, talking about creating the world, hooks, accords, magic, alignment. Hey, this is kind of cool. All this stuff's in this deck. Creating a system, creating a non-player character, and then we have the gaming license on the back. Okay, so just by looking at that right there, it's kind of cool how we got all this stuff right there. So I can see what we'll do is we are going to take one card like so, and that is kind of our core planet card. We're going to take the back. So we've got the backs of the cards, right? So it looks like we take the back of the card like this. Take the back of the card like this. And then, like so. I believe that's what I just saw. So, trust me, if I could figure this out just by taking a quick peek at the one card in the deck, that is saying something. Let's see if it matches up with what this shows. Yep. That's exact. Oh, wait. Well, no. Supposed to go like this? No, can't. It's gotta go up like so. But I see we've got these dice. Okay, that's kind of... See, I thought I had it. But I don't. Or maybe I do. Hang on. No. Oh, I'll figure it out. That's kind of the fun of doing an unboxing, because I have no clue what I'm looking at here. So let's just kind of zip through. So we've got terrestrial worlds. So it looks like these are all pretty much the same. Standard. Oh, well, a little bit different. We have some changes to the atmosphere. The artwork's a little bit different as well. So we have different biomes. So on each of these, we see religion, accord, law, chaos, good, evil, tech, and magic. So we've got terrestrial worlds, quite a few of these. Wow, really quite a few of these. Different gravity. As I mentioned, different atmosphere, different biomes. Looks like maybe this whole deck here is all terrestrial. Could be. But each of these cards does have a little bit of a summary of the planet. So for an example here, it says, a massive rift bisects the Earth-like world, extending deep into its core. It says, this Earth-like world is dotted with dome cities, pocked with sea-filled craters connected by vast canyons, or home to something even stranger. A large vortex in the middle of the planet. Aha. Nice. But I appreciate the fact that we've got different artwork for each of these terrestrial worlds. Almost got all the way through the deck as terrestrial worlds. Now we've got gas giants. Taking a look at the gas giants here. Then we've got the next deck. Also gas giants. This smoky gas giant has strange intersecting currents beneath its relatively uniform banded surface. I could see how this would easily give game masters a spark of inspiration when they're putting these planets together. When they're creating these planets from the deck of many worlds. So we've got quite a lot of gas giants here. All right, now we get water world. So we get a water world. There we go. Get a few of these. And we get ice worlds. An incredibly thick ocean of ice covers most of this world, some of its surface transparent, and some covered in a dusting of snow. Then we got lava worlds. Lava flows in great rivers and lakes around this world's ever-shifting continents of steaming rock. Then we've got jungle worlds. So the water worlds, I didn't see any mention of if we got a guest starring appearance from oh gosh, it's Kevin Costner. I was like, I almost said Kevin Bacon. So, does Kevin Costner live on the water world there? So we've got Desert Worlds. Got Irregular Worlds. Oh, that looks like a brain. Oh, here we go. This world is itself alive. Whether it's a colossal aberrant organism, or a global network of smaller beings, or composed of living tissue. It's Ego, the living planet. So we've got some asteroids. We got colony ship. Cool. Space station. Another irregular world. Another terrestrial world. In fact, a couple of terrestrial worlds and another irregular world. Now let's take a look at the backs of these here. So now it's going to start kind of sharing. Okay, so I believe this is going to be like the friendly race, friendly culture. This might be the monster or creature or evil. So, and then we get a little blurb down here too. So, threatened by a rampantly growing civilization choking plant life on the planet. Well, I would think that wouldn't be applicable to a desert planet. So we'll kind of just pop through these a little bit, kind of show you the other side of these cards. I am not sure what the die rolls are. Oh, wait a second. So this is what the sample world is supposed to look like. Is like this. So I did have it right. I was like, what am I cracking up? So it's like, okay, all right, Jeff. So I'll put one of those together right before I finish up the video here. Just kind of zipping on through, just showing some of these off. This is actually really, really nicely put together here. This is a clever concept, I must say. I am not one of these people who is a huge believer in including cards in my role-playing games. I'm not against it. It's just, it's not something I go out of my way to include. I prefer to do a little theater of the mind, describing what people encounter as opposed to making life easier and just showing them. But regardless, anything that makes life easier for the game master is a-okay in my book. All right, I like this. This is very interesting, and I like the little blurbs that kind of describe what's going on with the actual planet itself. Here we also see where you can find these creatures or races, what have you. So like the Raxolite is from Starfinder Alien Archive 3. The Cybernetic Golem, or Golem, however you want to pronounce it, is from the Alien Archive 2. So I like that. I like how it tells you, okay, here's where you can find it. I do notice here it's like Starfinder Adventure Path number 8. So you've been collecting all your Starfinder stuff that's come out on a monthly basis. You're going to know exactly what all of these creatures are. That is for sure. Hey, we got some core rulebook stuff. There we go. Yeah, this is actually very, very interesting. It's kind of cool. I don't happen to be one of these big proponents of a bunch of random tables and stuff like that. Even though I'm a fan of old school role-playing, I like to refer to it as the old school Renaissance. I am not necessarily huge on just tons and tons of random tables, but I can see where just the random aspect of this deck could work out pretty nicely. Although, I think it would be kind of strange if you had a card that says, like we saw, the one says, this planet's practically choked by jungle life, and you've got that with a desert planet. That'd be a little odd. Lots and lots of different creatures and cultures on these cards. In fact, it doesn't really look like anything's been repeated. Everything is unique. I have not had an opportunity to look at a lot of stuff from Starfinder. I have reviewed the beginner box, which I thought was great. I think it's fantastic. And I also had reviewed the actual core book, which I really enjoyed as well. And I do have one of the recent Starfinder books, the operations manual, that I have a review coming up very shortly for. But outside of that, I really haven't had an opportunity to look at a lot of Starfinder stuff. So real quick, let's take a look. So this is how I believe we're now looking at. I had it right before. So we take the planet and then we slide these two cards in here. So that gives us the top, and then we take two cards, two of these, and we slip it under here. And this is how we get our planet, is like so. So there you go. So we see, got law, chaos, good, evil, accord, religion, tech, magic. So I'm not sure what the up arrow or the down arrow represents. So I would have to take a peek at that. But all in all, this is very interesting. You figured that Paizo could easily just had, okay, here's a card with a planet and boom, that's it. That's all you're talking about, as opposed to having these different aspects of the cards that piece together to build the world. So that is very cool. That is very nice. So we have the deck of cards. We've got all the instructions, which I'm going to put them back in the correct order so that I know what I'm looking at. There we go, like so. Where was our start here? Right there. There's our start here. Boom. Put that right on top. And that is what we find when we take everything from Starfinder, Deck of Many Worlds, outside the box. I will probably have a written review for the Deck of Many Worlds. Well, maybe I'll do a video. I'm not sure. It'll probably be a really, really quick video. All right, so let's swing back over to the other camera. Yes, here I am. All right, so there you have it. There's a first look at the Starfinder Deck of Many Worlds. Of course, as I mentioned, I will have a review of the deck in the very near future. So that's it for today's show. I do want to point out, if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. And, of course, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you do so, be sure to ring that little bell, because it'll notify you not only when I upload standalone videos such as this, it'll also tell you when my live stream, The Daily Dope, airs Mondays through Fridays. You'll get a nice notification telling you when that show goes live. And of course, when you're not watching videos on the Gaming Gang channel, be sure to visit thegaminggang.com for all the latest in gaming news, reviews, comics, movies, TV. You know the drill. Get your geek on at thegaminggang.com. Once again, I am Jeff McAleer, and until next time, happy trails. Oh, you're still here. Well, if that's the case, by all means, subscribe to the Gaming Gang channel by clicking right here. And of course, if you want to catch up on past episodes of The Daily Dope, check out this playlist. And if you'd like to see what YouTube's recommending you take a peek at from the channel, just give a click right over here. Of course, I'm Jeff McAleer, and once again, thank you very much for watching.